Realize that I should have bought you flowers. Touch your hand. Okay, dude, this song has been stuck in my head for like the past 2 days, bro. It's like the only other song I can compare it to is the the 再给我2分钟 shit by 周杰伦. I was singing that shit every day with Ouyang Ritao when I was in China. It's just like it can't escape your head. But anyways, like huge updates for what's about to come, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm literally waking up every single day feeling so excited, like jumping out of bed, wanting to get to work. And so I think that's an amazing feeling, right? It's an amazing feeling, really. A man must have a quest, man. Like, a man must have a quest. But some updates. So I'll talk about this later. But the first thing, dating. So the past two videos I've been talking about, my journey with dating and whatever. And guess what? I got the girl. Nah, I didn't. So a couple of things actually happened, and I thought it's best if I clarified it with you guys. So you can interpret this two ways basically. The first one is that I was kind of a pussy, right? I didn't ask out in the end, and on Friday itself, right, which was the day I had the most like free periods, I was literally so fucking busy. I didn't even think of it until like halfway through the day. And that night I really sat down and thought about it. It feels weird, like why right now do I have this sudden urge? Why right now? And the more I reason with myself, the more it didn't seem to make sense, right? Like, okay, your life is about to be thrown into utter chaos. You're probably going to be in the trenches for a long time. You're going to be extremely stressed. People are going to be judging and criticizing you from all directions. And so why at this time do you want to bring someone into your life? Why are you seeking love and attention during this time? And as I was thinking about this, Joseph Campbell's Hero's Journey suddenly popped up in my head. So this is basically a map of like a journey of every hero. And when I say hero, it's not like, hero. It's just every single person's life will go through this journey at some point in their life, especially if they're on a quest, right? And funny enough, this is where I notice I am right now. Temptation. Material temptations that may lead the hero to abandon or stray away from his or her quest. I was like, ooh, okay, that's kind of interesting. And it made even more sense to me when I looked at the next two steps. Look at this. Atonement with the father. In this step, this person must confront and be initiated by whatever holds the ultimate power in his or her life. In many myths and stories, this is the father, or the father figure who has life and death power. This is the center point of the journey. And guess what I'm about to do next? I'm about to tell my parents that I'm going to make this move. And this is the scariest thing and the thing that I've been avoiding all this while. Especially since I'm fucking Asian, right, and Chinese. Like, imagine, it's going to be so hard, man. And moving on to the next thing. I'm going to die, spiritually, right? To die, he or she moves beyond the pairs or opposites to a state of divine knowledge, love, compassion, and bliss. And my interpretation of this is that my current self that's been responsible for my life so far is going to die. And I'm going to morph into a new version of myself, one that's capable of achieving my goals. And this is because I've been pushing through pain, through resistance for quite some time right now, right? And once this is done, guess what? I'm going to achieve my goal. And then refusal to return. Look at this as well. This is really interesting, right? I found bliss and enlightenment in the other world. I do not want to return to the ordinary world. And what this means, my interpretation of this as well, is me having to go to national service. You see, it low-key makes sense, right? But at the same time, I recognize that all of this could just be cope for myself, since I'm pretty good at, or I'm an overthinker and I tend to think very, very deeply about random shit like this. So this is still a skill that I need to improve on. And so what I'm going to do from today onwards is actively talk to girls and seek uncomfortable social interaction. Talk to strangers in crowds, just approach them and talk to them. And I record it down for you guys as well and get to know new people. In fact, what I've done to basically improve my social skills in this domain is I listed down all the limiting beliefs I have on dating itself, right? And I can show you guys some of the beliefs that I have. For instance, these are all the self-image beliefs that I have. And I feel like the reason I have all of this is because I actively judge people in the past. And I think that the main thing really is this will kill my ambition in business. I feel like this is the main belief that's really worrying me, right? And there's a couple of judgment-based beliefs as well, which are false beliefs that are formed over time, right? So what I've done is I've taken all of these beliefs and I flipped them completely. And so right now, all I need to do is believe these beliefs through creating experiences in my head. And then what I'm going to do is over time, I'm going to have these new beliefs and hence I'm going to act it out and hence this will become my reality. So these experiences can be real and imaginary as well, but basically I need to start acting in accordance to this. And the first step starts with doing this as well, right? I need to seek experiences that reinforce this right now. Because it's not like I'm completely socially retarded and can't talk to like people, right? I still have the extroverted element in me. It's just whether I decide to bring it out or not. And for now, I tend to take pride in being alone. But that sounds such a bad way to say it. Because it is quite lonely, right? When you're on a path that no one is on. And even though, you know, it might sound like quite sigma or like aura farming sometimes, it's actually really, it's not that easy, right? And it's really stressful. And the loneliness is the thing that really chips at me. I think that is like, it's like slow torture. So, yeah, man, this is a skill that I'm going to need to improve on, because why can't I do well both in business and also have the social life of my dreams? I don't see why these two are like binary things. I feel like they can both be merged together. And so that is for the first thing. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is a new dropout strategy, So I've talked to like most of my teachers already, except for my GP chair, because he seems to be really busy. But anyways, I went to the college reception and I literally held this form in my hand, bro. I held this form in my hand. It's like you feel that it's so close, you know, yet so far at the same time. This is like the symbolism of my freedom. And I remember just looking at this sheet, just smiling to myself. But the college receptionist, I mean, they were really helpful and shit. But I talked to my math teacher, and she actually gave me another idea, which I think is way better, which is to take a gap year. Now, people tend to take gap years when they have like mental problems or like real family issues that they need to deal with. And what it does is basically ensures that you're not, number one, you're still enrolled into the education system, right? Meaning that the army won't enlist you. But at the same time, if things don't work out, you can still go back to school and restart the entire year. Like that is the original intention of the gap year. And I feel like it's a much better plan for me to do, right? For me to carry out. And so I feel like that's something that I'm going to venture and explore. I'm going to talk to probably the vice principal or some shit. Fuck. Yeah, but probably have to do that. And this is just me talking to my teacher, and you can see how like they're starting to force me. This one is quite conventional also. Can't do much about it. I can tell that with some time she's probably gonna tell my parents if I don't break the news to my parents. You know, if I stood from their perspective and thought about it, I would really want my children, if they want to make such a drastic move that I would probably not understand at all, to at least let me know like what's going on and the rationale behind it, rather than just dropping a bomb, right, and then just storming out of the house or some shit. So, despite it being hard, I'm going to pitch this earlier to my parents, just to let them know my plans, and yeah, let's see how that goes. Third thing is Instagram. Why is this formatting so fucking bad? So, what's gonna happen for Instagram is that your boy here is gonna go viral, So this is my first reel that I scripted out already. And I'm going to be posting daily on Instagram. I'm going to explain my strategy over here. So, dude, my future competitors are going to copy me. Like, people are going to copy me, but in the future, but okay, let's go. So, what I plan to do is that with this story that I have, I think it has potential for virality. I'm not sure yet, but I think it's a really great story, especially since I'm in Singapore. It's not the typical dropout story that you get from, you know, people in the US. And so this, in a sense, is my unique mechanism that I can leverage. So at the start, what I'm going to do is post this journey of me dropping out. And the main aim over here is to get as many followers as possible, just to add that social proof element. At the same time, I'm also going to be posting some business style content. So content on like funnels and shit. So it's kind of like I'm targeting two audiences, right? The first one is like young audiences like you and me. If you're probably watching this right now, you're probably someone that's young and not someone that is doing business. Or maybe you have, you know, aspirations of starting a business. But regardless, you are into self-improvement and you're an ambitious person, right? And the other target audience that I have is the people that I'm trying to work with. And these clients, they do not watch this type of content. And so, since they're very, very different people, I think the best strat for me is not to like target either of them, because that'd be very binary, but to first target these people. So it'll be like a 60-40 split. Target these people first, get to like, I don't know, 10 to 50,000 people, have some sort of traction, and also, you know, just document it there, because all these people, these business owners, they also have this hero complex, right? Anyone who starts a business has this shit. And so they would relate to it. And once, you know, I have that follower base and my account goes pretty viral, then I'll start to slowly transition to pure business style content. And so right now it's more like I'd say, I don't know if this is, I think it's Mino Lee, right? That's how you pronounce his name. Mino Lee and Su Wei-go style content, and then slowly I'll transition to Nick setting type content. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this performs. And fuck, bro, there are like consequences to going viral as well, especially in school. And I don't know, I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. Lastly, it's our YouTube strategy. So for YouTube itself, I'll go through this with you guys later. For YouTube itself, I'm going to have two channels. This channel will be here. It'll be everlasting. It's going to be me just shit posting, documenting my shit. I'm really curious to see, like, in 5 to 10 years time when I look back on this, you know, what have I become? Because, you know, this could go really bad as well, right? This could go really bad. Yeah. There's a possibility, definitely. So this one will just be me documenting my journey. Definitely get a bit more professional, or like involve more edits, because the level of production that's coming out right now is like no effort at all, right? But there's also going to be another YouTube channel that I have that is purely like value-based content. Like right now I'm scripting out the most comprehensive funnel and copywriting training that YouTube ever has. And this is going to involve like, I don't know, like 20 plus copywriting books, Jeremy Haynes resources, copy lead resources, like all the resources that I have. In fact, the next 4 days, I'm just going to go like a deep dive into just pure learning and consuming. And then I'm going to create this huge Miro bot, which is this bot basically, that's going to deliver the most insane training ever. I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. And that should be, I should book quite a lot of calls from that. And we should be, yeah, getting some clients from that as well. Now, something interesting that I think you guys would be interested in is this new shit that I'm doing. So right now, I know that I don't have a lot of followers, but I have like 1 to 2, because only 1 to 2 people know about what I'm doing right now. The rest are like people online, just my content appearing on their feed. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your existence. Bless you. All your dreams will come true, you know. But basically what I'm gonna do is I have like punishments over here. So if I don't finish what I plan to do in a week, I'm going to punish myself. And these punishments are going to come directly from you guys. So if you have any ideas at all of like what you want me to do, right? I have a couple right now that are pretty brutal. We can go through them. So first of all, my dear friend, Mr. Ray Tao, has given me, where is it? Right, you get on all fours and bark in public while drinking milk like a dog from a bowl. I'm probably not going to do this back part because I'm going to go on the fucking news. I'm going to be jailed for this. But get on all fours and bark in public. I think that's a good plan. So let's do that. And my other friend who wants to stay anonymous, he's giving me all of this shit. And bro, this is fucking scary, bro. Do a TikTok dance with a J1 class. And if they say no, do it yourself in front of them and has involved you doing something cringe. Okay, that's not that bad. Doing Bio GST break, you scream I love you Miss Ong with a fan sign. Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked for that. Roll around on the floor in the Central Plaza 15 minutes before morning assembly. Oh, Alfredo, bro. Yeah. So basically like not good stuff, you know. Okay, so hopefully this makes it more fun for you guys as well. I don't know, just suggest anything, man. You can like comment anything you want and then I'll try to incorporate it as well. So that's the punishment for this week if I don't finish my task. I have to get on all fours and bark in public. Nah, fuck you, Rita. I'm not drinking the milk from a bowl. I'll say for 1 minute in a busy mall. And let's just go to like Junction 8 during the weekends or some shit. I don't know why Junction is busy though, but okay, let's do this, right? This will be our punishment for this week. Originally, I had another idea, which is buy this shirt, but we'll go through that in another week. Next week, yeah? But this week is going to be hella exciting. Stressful, but hella exciting. Yeah, man, see you guys soon.